Fiddly Gumdy, Danny Boy here. We're back with more Transport Fever. Finally, just got home today after a 3-day job which should have took us 3 days offshore. Took us about 2 weeks, so it's kind of a disaster. But I'm finally home. Everything in the UK is running swimmingly. I could probably be down with some more trucks. Got some food and stuff piling up in the cities. But the next stage was to upgrade everything in Scandinavia and sort everything out there. So here we are, Scandinavia is now done. So if we look in here, we've got our ships, the Axalps, picking up stuff like iron ore. Here's one of our iron ore trains here. It's only carrying 3, it's a pity. A class E45 I think it is. And then we've got these sort of cool looking wagons here. I like these. These look pretty smart. So we've got them. We've also got upgraded the fuel train. So here we go again. It's also a class E45. It's got decent pulling power, and for its double headered, it's nae half bad. It is still incredibly slow going up this hill, but the oils line seems to be working fine. So that's been upgraded. This is the goods train from Stockholm to Oslo, and I've got these sort of German wagons on that I thought looked pretty cool. Jaeger something, I can't remember. They're supposed to be for carrying explosives, but alas, we've got them to carry goods. So because all this stuff has just been upgraded, there's no much happening. The lines ain't really came back into their own yet. We've got the buses going. We've got our bus from Finland still running in the city. We've got our Volvo trucks there, so they're pretty cool. And we've got these Sauer or whatever they're called running back and forth. Now we've got this is the Oslo to Reykjavik branch line train. So again, we're running another electric. Everything in Scandinavia is pretty much electric now. There's no steam trains left. Everything has been swapped out. And we've been using these Swiss trains, because then I got Switzerland on my map. Don't have Zurich as one of the cities, unfortunately. So we're going to be using like the sort of Swiss trains on the lines in Scandinavia. But I think they look pretty good, and some of them are pretty decent. They're quite fast, decent pulling power. We've got like Swiss carriages on there. So there is one of the trains. He is heading, again I try to mark the lines as flat as possible. So he's heading over there, and we'll push pause. We'll see if we can find somebody else. This is the one that carries fuel. He carries fuel. I've made him a different colour for the rest of them. These are carry oil. This one is just set for fuel. So hopefully that'll get working again soon. We'll continue on the oil theme. Who are you? Right, Helsinki fuel. He's picking up fuel, and he'll be heading back shortly. So again, we've got these Swiss trains. They look pretty cool. The European tank wagon, just in black air, no company logos or anything on him. This is the one going to Stockholm. So I'm not actually sure what he looks like. Hold on, push pause. This is the second Helsinki train, just in case you are wondering. So the Stockholm train, again, it's one of these electric trains, but they've got pretty decent pulling power. So these are the ones we're using. So again, he's just got the European tank wagon there. He's heading down to Stockholm. I'll show you that route in a minute once I find the Reykjavik fuel train, which seems to be eluding me at this present time. No, here it is. So again, another Swiss train. These things are slightly bigger. We've used these before, but I think they look pretty cool, so we've got them on. He is actually running the slightly older tanks, the VTG tanks. VTG, I discovered, is not actually an oil company. It's a German chemical distribution company. a freight company that specialises in chemicals. Google that, so thank you Google. We've got some new trams on the go as well. These are the European Type 2s or Type 1s. And we've also got some of these as well. I can't actually remember fit they are. I'm sure it'll tell me here. The KVB 115. I'm assuming it's a German tram, but it looks pretty cool. So we've got some of these on the line as well. If we head to there, here in Reykjavik. The airport in Reykjavik has been upgraded, but the planes have not been upgraded yet. The loop line train was upgraded, I do believe, yes, before. We've got a little rail car on it. He's got 14 of 14, actually got a full load. It's kind of weird. Let's see if we can see a Stockholm to Reykjavik train. And there's one here. So again, we've got another one of these Swiss numbers with the BC4 cars. So he's heading from Reykjavik to Stockholm. If we click on this guy, excellent timing. This is the one that goes from Oslo to Stockholm, so he's got the furthest to travel. Right the length of the, well, what we would call Scandinavia on this map. So again, another electric train on there. This is the Stockholm fuel train. As you can see, he's got a much flatter route now to take him into Stockholm. So the only thing that's really holding up stuff here is the fact that these trains here are incredibly slow getting up this hill. So I might try and do something with that. But just now, Scandinavia is pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, pretty much done. Well, they're done. There's still lots of stuff to do in Scandinavia, lots of lines and stuff to put in, but this section I'm happy with. So that is fine for just now. We've got our ox helps running in, picking up iron ore and delivering steel, which they don't seem to be doing at the present moment. Look at these two trains sneaking into the station, and this poor sucker's only got one. That is a pity. Is he set to wait for a full load? Yes. So that's unfortunate. Here is the steel train. Unfortunately, there is no steel as of yet because I've just set the lines up. It's taken a moment for these steel mills over here to kind of say, hey, we need iron ore and coal, etc, etc. They're basically waiting for coal. That's what they're waiting for. So this should have, oh dear god, this isn't got coal because I forgot to put the coal mine back in. Wow, well, it's a good job I did this little see the things you miss. Now if I could go on air, that would help me tremendously. Is it actually on the road? Okay, so we forgot to put the coal station back in. The coal factory back in. My bad. We'll get it in though, hopefully. We'll maybe make it slightly better looking. Okay, right, now that is in range of that. Perfect. Right, hopefully we'll get coal again. Okay, so that's why we're not getting any goods or any steel. That makes perfect sense now. This will be working soon again. Here's another steel train waiting to get in. This is a lot flatter now. Much more flatter. So down here, I've got some like track mixed in there. There's another steel train heading back up. Here is the goods train with the Jaeger carriages on it. Now these are just small, but it's carrying 600. It does a decent speed, so I'm quite happy with that train. If we go down here, there's a steel train empty on the way back, and this is the other goods train heading back. So absolutely no goods or anything at the present time. We should have tons of planks, yes, but no steel. So let's say I look down here. Here's the fuel train heading back to the oil refinery. And if we hit a quick spin around here, we've got our Volvo trucks, although they'll have no steel to pick up because I forgot to switch the coal back on. Here is the Helsinki train, Helsinki to Stockholm branch train. There's the other train heading back to Reykjavik, and I believe this is the Stockholm train coming in here just now. So again, same thing, got the Volvo trucks, couple here. Buses, I did actually put, I'm sure I set all the buses. Here is the one that goes from Reykjavik to Stockholm. The intercity bus lines are actually really popular. Lots of people like to use the intercity bus. Here's one of these German trams, which I think look pretty smart. Now, did I put buses back on here? Yes. Again, we're using that bus for Finland because we're in Scandinavia. If we head down here, we'll see a goods train that will be empty, obviously, because there's no coal. There should be another train up here somewhere. There it is. It's basically the same. Car in 300. We've got the Russian wagons on here just now, and because they're sort of like the best of the bunch. I only use those German Jaeger carriages for over there because I fancied a bit of a change. I don't want everything to look the same. There's the other train for Finland. Oh, that's the Helsinki to Reykjavik branch line train. Now this bit I wanted to do flat, but I had to get it over here over all this. We're actually using the Renfe carriages on here, which I believe is Spanish. So I actually figured out that if I find a depot, a train depot, which shouldn't be the hardest thing to find, since I've deleted most of them. Oh, here is the Oslo to Helsinki Express as well. Here's a freight plane. Most of these are not full because the trains in Europe have basically kind of been stopped, unfortunately. So hopefully they'll pick up again once I get them going. So passengers and stuff is sort of working fine. Here is the passenger airport. We'll get some routes linked in for that. Oh, there's a plane there. Are you coming or going? You're coming, so you're heading around there to approach for this side. Okay. Right, planks trains. This will be full. Yes. So there'll be no wood, but we're using these German the E44s, I think they are. If we go in here, yes, the E44. So we've got different types of E44 on each train. This is a Swiss train. We've got the European state car here, and Russian sort of flatbed wagons here. So these are the trains that take the planks for the goods. We've got a few trains running back and forth with wood. Obviously there's no demand for wood because it's not working, because I didn't have a coal mine in Wales. I also connected up this forest here. So we've got a line here that heads down round here, and we're using another a German E44 here. That just brings wood to sort of keep up. I quite like this little line out here, and that is pretty much it. That is pretty much Scandinavia in one. Everything that's happening. I'll hit to upgrade the planes. Let's see, look, details. 20 years old, so this one is incredibly old. By aircraft, it's not incredibly old, it's just reached its lifetime. Planes obviously don't last as long as trains and buses, etc. So we have got some new things we could fire on here. So we'll probably use one of each of these, still a couple of these. We'll keep using the Douglas because that only became available in 1944, so it's not that old, but I shall upgrade them. The airports are actually working quite nicely. Berlin to Reykjavik, 5 of 5, 3 of 9, that's Moscow, and Edinburgh. But that is it. We'll have a quick look around. I'm sure I've covered everything. There's one of our trains. Now this is quite busy new, I quite like it here at this section. I like those iron ore trains as well, I think they look pretty smart. But here he goes in and drop off a full load of oil. But that is pretty much going to be it for Scandinavia. If you did actually watch this and you would like to leave a like or comment, please do. And if you'd like to see more if it's happening in the future, then hit the subscribe button. I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever, and I will catch you later.